Hey everyone, it has been crazy hot here. It has been in the hundreds, I think, in multiple places. We're about 15 minutes, well, not 15 minutes, I'm sorry, about a half an hour drive from the Canadian border from where we live, and we have been having absolutely crazy weather. It was in the hundreds, and we were like, yeah, we're done. We're not cooking in the house anymore, and you know, we had the grill. We also have things that we have been acquiring to build our outdoor kitchen. And we decided, okay, let's make some kind of makeshift outdoor kitchen now because we cannot cook in the house. So we'll be showing you that today. So we have decided to make our carport into our kitchen this year, and that's totally fine with me. It may be what we have to do for quite a while before we can build some kind of outbuilding where the kids' playground is at, that we wanted to eventually put a playground, outdoor kitchen. So, but we decided to start buying the things that we wanted to put in that outdoor kitchen, at least, you know, a few of the, I guess we'll call off-grid appliances. And we've gone ahead and set those up in the carport. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see things a bit better and just show you what we got going on. So that is the door into my house, into my kitchen. So this is kind of handy for that purpose, really, because I don't have water very far away. And then you come scrolling over here and we've started setting up the outdoor kitchen. So we have obviously a table here to eat on. That's a hutch that's going to be going into a cabin. Oh, the bottom of the hutch, the top is in the house. Into a cabin that we're going to have delivered here soon, and we'll show you guys that when it comes. That covered in the blanket there. I'm going to show you guys here in just a minute. But as you can see, we have a nice table if we choose to eat out here. We have our regular gas grill. And then we have this Traeger that Nick's sister and our brother-in-law decided to upgrade or get a different Traeger. I really don't know the exact difference. I think it's bigger. I'm not positive, but they wanted a different Traeger and were kind enough to gift us their old one. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it, and we were super happy to have that. And then here's our Harvest Right freeze dryer. We went ahead and decided to invest in one of those. No, we're not one of those lucky YouTube channels that were gifted one to promo it. We were getting freeze-dried foods anyway, and we want to be able to have meat and things like that are not in our freezer. And of course, I'm going to be canning a bunch of our freezer meat as well, but we wanted different options, especially since when you freeze dry meat, it really retains, or anything, when you freeze dry things, it really retains the flavor really well, as well as the nutrients. So there is our freeze dryer. And then we have this Camp Chef oven, and I absolutely love this. I've been baking the kids' breakfast in it. I do oatmeal bakes, a French toast bake, quiche, things like that we've been making, and then the kids can just eat off that each morning. I don't have to make a hot breakfast every day. We are using our microwave in the house, so they'll just go ahead and put what they want on a plate, heat it up, and there you go. So that little oven, of course, if our power was out, we could simply come out here and turn this oven off and heat up the food there. We do have a backup solar generator that we can use on our refrigerator when our power's out. We don't have enough to do our freezers and our refrigerator though, so we can't be opening anything else. And then down below we have a All-American Sun oven. This is really fun to cook in, and probably the most truly fully off-grid thing where I don't use anything but the sun power. And I'll cook in that here soon. I'm going to do a roast in it, and I'll do a video so you guys can see how that works. It's a great unit. And then we have our Camp Chef 3-burner propane stove, and I love this thing. And what I love about it the most is that I can fit my large canner on it. I have a couple pressure canners, and my smaller one I can use in the house all day long. It fits on my stove, but my taller one does not fit on there. It's too tall for the hood. And so we'd actually gotten this Camp Chef also for that purpose, so I could do canning outside. Last year I did a ton of canning early in the morning to keep the heat out of the house, and we weren't having nearly as hot of a summer as we're having now, and it was just absolutely crazy. So I would do it early in the morning so we wouldn't overheat our home, but now we've got things set up so we can do that out here. And then I was going to show you, obviously you can see underneath here that we are using propane, and then the Camp Chef oven uses propane as well, but the way initially is just with these little propane bottles. We actually just ordered the hose that switches it so we can use it with these big bottles right here. And then we have not had the freeze dryer very long. It hasn't been used, and so that is actually on my docket for this coming week to get out the manual and start learning it and start using it and getting things done. And then I'm going to show you, I'm really excited. This isn't part of the outdoor kitchen, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek that my wood cook stove that is going into our house has arrived. Now I'm obviously not going to unwrap it and when we get that all installed this year, but it's a full-size wood cook stove, and I love that this size is a really nice size wood box to keep things warm, but it also doesn't have a tiny oven. It has a really nice size oven. So yeah, you can't really see the whole thing right now, but this right here, this piece that's goes on the back, and it has a 27-gallon water reservoir to have hot water, so that's going to be awesome. And this isn't part of the outdoor kitchen, it's just a little fire pit thing. I'm going to whip this around and talk to you a minute more. So this outdoor kitchen, or to have an outdoor kitchen, was basically inspired by watching Doug and Stacy, or Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, because they have an amazing journey on their channel and how they've gotten to where they're at. They finally recently have solar panels, but forever didn't have anything. But they have an outdoor kitchen, and I absolutely love it. And that's basically what we'd like to do someday, is have an outdoor kitchen to keep our home as cool as possible. We try not to run the air conditioning if we can. Help it, we'd rather not do that. We do have 26 solar panels on our house, but we do not have a battery bank system. We're tied into the grid, so we use power. We sell power back to the power company, and then any money that we make from the power company, I go down and put it on our account for the winter time. So when we're not producing as much, we still have no electric bill. So the way we're set up is no electric. Is to have no electric bill, but we are hoping in the near future to put a battery bank system in, an inverter and battery bank, and basically we plan to still use the grid, but should there be an issue, we'd like to just flip a switch basically and go ahead and have power still. Our biggest problem here is that when we have no power, we have no water. So because our pump, our well can't run without it. So that is the biggest, and usually the power's not out long enough for our freezers or refrigerators to spoil anything, thankfully, at least not thus far. We moved here, we were told that there have been power outages for up to a week here. So that's something we have been working on to be prepared for. So that's hopefully going to happen soon. Anyways, I can't flush the toilets, so we always keep water. I think I have 40 gallons at all times. Actually, it's under my bed. I have 40 gallons of water under my bed so that we can flush toilets or anything like that. Because I can cook in the house. I have a gas range. I can't use my oven. It requires electricity as well as propane, but I can use my range. Did I say that properly? Anyway. But out here, I can do lots of cooking and not heat my house, and I'm really enjoying not heating my house. And like I said, it's right outside the door to where my water's at, so it's not far. And yeah, now you've seen some of the things we have been acquiring for the outdoor kitchen. The Harvest Right won't go in the outdoor kitchen. We just have that out here right now. We do have a place in the house we plan to put it, but we don't have that set up yet. Oh, and my dehydrators. My dehydrators take up a lot of, make a lot of heat, and so I don't want to run them as well. And I didn't feel a great space out here to put them. So they're actually on my back deck, under our covered back deck, and that's where they're sitting, and that's where we're running those. So we're set up to stay as cool as possible during this extreme heat wave that we've been having. It's actually much cooler right now than it has been. We were way hot there for a couple weeks. It was pretty miserable. I mean, like, hot is in the sense that we were not getting cool in the evenings, and usually we'll still have cool evenings even when it's in the, say, the 90s. We weren't even getting that. It was still warm at night, and so trying to cool the house down at night with the windows open was a bit of a challenge. Anyways, that's my outdoor kitchen. That's where it's all set up, and you'll be seeing some future videos with me working out here, because that's where I love to be. If anyone knows me, I love to be in the kitchen. Okay, everybody, I hope you're having a great day and enjoyed our tour, and we will see you, we hope, in the next video. Bye.